All right, if I just press the got it on.
And Glenda, while you're at your camera, if you can angle yours down just a little bit as well, please. Perfect. Thank you. Yeah.
Alan, did you want to ask? Did you want to ask everyone before Edwin actually makes the disclaimer?
Yep, that's fine. I can do that. So everyone, just a quick question. Basically, you've all, I believe, approved social media use through Gateway. So not that we've been doing a lot through, when we were in lockdown, but I was just wondering for myself through BusyFit and Kimberly through her company, Breathe, Move, Relax, if you don't mind, if we were to take a couple of screenshots from today's exercises, if everyone's okay with that, just to use for our social media purposes, just to let everyone know how good you guys have been, awesome through our lockdown and doing your exercises twice a week. If you're all okay with that, if you can give us a thumbs up. Looking good. Yep. Awesome.
That's everybody.
Fantastic.
Awesome.
Thank you very much. All right. So Egg, all yours.
A duty of care, responsibilities of participants and provider. We need to advise you as you are participating in the exercise activity at home. Gateway Community Services and its partners, the instructors, are providing this service to help participants maintain some type of health routine during isolation. The instructors will provide the instructions as clearly as possible to guide you on the correct form. However, it is the participants' responsibility to make sure that they have the correct amount of space, appropriate equipment, or replacement for equipment and footwear that is appropriate to perform the exercises, which are sneakers or runners. It is also important that the participants are aware of their own capacity and capability. And if the participant is unable to perform the exercises in the same manner as being instructed, we ask that you raise your hand so that the instructor can advise alternative options. For those of you who have had any recent falls or changes in health conditions, such as elevated blood pressure, diabetes, asthma, or musculoskeletal concerns, please advise us right after this statement. GCS or its partners will not be responsible for monitoring your health through virtual meetings. Therefore, please be sure to continue to contact your GP regularly for your health checks, and especially if you are feeling unwell. GCS and its partners are very pleased that you are here to join us today, and we want to ensure that you are safe at all times. Please remember to hydrate during activities. Enjoy your session today.
Thank you, Egwin. So just before I go through the check-in, everyone, just letting you know, equipment will pretty much need everything today. So your chair, your band, your pillow, your stick, and your dumbbells. I think that's everything, but yes. So making sure you all have those, and then we're going to go through the room, just do a little quick check-in just to make sure that everyone's okay and understands our indemnity statement. So Helen Schmidt, we'll start with you. How are you today, and everything okay? Anything you need to update us on?
No, I'm well. For a few days there, I had a few sore bum muscles in those those exercises we were doing, but
fantastic.
It's all good now.
Great having sore butt muscles. That's perfect. Beautiful. And went for a couple of days. After that, felt okay?
Yeah, it's all good now.
Perfect. Awesome. Thanks, Helen. Helen Anderson, how about yourself?
Yeah, I was good after the exercise. A little bit the elbow and just that little bit of hip, but no, I was really good. Thank you.
Yeah, and everything's all good today?
Yes, thank you. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Maz, how about yourself?
Yeah, a little bit in the shoulders, but good the next day. And sorry?
Yep, that's fine. And how about, you were about to say something else, sorry?
No, I slept on my neck a bit wrong last night, so I just have to be aware of when I'm doing the neck exercises, if I don't do it quite.
No problem. So we always start with our mobility for our head and neck, so hopefully that'll loosen you up, and we'll see how we're feeling towards the end of the class. And the knees all good today?
Yeah, everything, well, yeah, that's pretty good today.
Perfect. Thanks for that, Maz. Laura, how about yourself?
Yeah, I was sore all over for a couple of days. Like Helen, you know, my glutes were like, what's going on? Yeah, I couldn't believe it. Every part of my body was aching. It's like, is it my age or no? It's got to be.
No, it's just me turning up the workout on you all.
It's got to be the exercises that I'm doing right.
Fantastic, awesome. So like we said, DOMS, a couple of days of DOMS is a good sign. Means that you have either stepped up your exercise or we're really focusing on that muscle activation through the majority of our workouts, and we're working the areas that we're supposed to. So well done. As long as we're all, that soreness didn't last for any more than 2 days, 3 days, and it's gone away, and we're feeling all healthy and well today, Laura? Yep, perfect. Good. Thank you. Sue, how about yourself?
Yes, all's well, thanks, Ellen, and I had no reaction at all, so perhaps I'm not working hard enough.
Well, we'll keep an eye on you today, Sue, but look, not everybody gets the DOMS, okay? So everybody's body reacts a little bit differently. So, but, if we, with a couple of the exercises today, we'll be really focusing on a nice slow tempo. So we'll see how we go in the next couple of days. Awesome, Sue, thank you very much. Lynette, how about yourself?
Yes, good, thank you. Done an hour walk already today.
Beautiful, all ready to go?
Yep.
Fantastic, awesome work, Lynette, thank you. Glenda?
Yes, I'm good, thanks, Ellen.
Yep.
I didn't have any after effects of last week's exercises.
Not a problem.
So I'm not working hard enough.
No, not necessarily. Like I said, everyone's body reacts a little bit differently, but just depending on the specific movements that are working. But as long as you're all healthy and well, ready to go, that's fantastic. Awesome.
Thank you.
Marie Noel, how about yourself?
I'm good, Alan. Except the neck is a little bit sore today.
A little bit sore? Yep, and that's
Yes.
fine. Like I said, sometimes we get a little bit stiff through the neck. Is there anything in particular? Do you think you maybe slept on it incorrectly, or?
No, I don't think so. I have to be careful when I am on the side and not to turn quickly when looking at the camera.
Yeah, okay. So nice and slowly with all your movements, especially with the head and neck movements, but hopefully by the end of the class, that'll all loosen up.
All right.
Okay.
Yep.
Awesome. Thank you. Janice, how are you today?
I'm really good, thanks, Alan. I used a new pillow, so my neck's better.
Awesome. Pillows are very important. We spend a lot of time with our head on the pillow, so we want to make sure we all have a good one. Yeah,
Thank
awesome. You. And how's the left shoulder, is it? Or is it right? That's left, isn't it?
Oh, no, my shoulders are okay.
Shoulders all good?
Yeah.
Okay.
My lower back's a bit of a problem, but I'll work through that.
Okay. All right. Well, with any of the movements today, if you start to feel that lower back, remember those lower back muscles should work. All right. But we just want to give them support by turning on all your anterior core muscles. So pulling in the belly, pelvic floor, all that type of stuff, just to support that lower back. Awesome. Suzanne, Nella, I'm going to need you to both unmute yourselves, please. I'll go to Marilyn next. Just a quick check-in. Marilyn, how are you today? Marilyn. Either frozen or she's fallen asleep on us. So I'll go to Alice.
Okay. After Friday, I was good. I was all right. But from Saturday afternoon till yesterday afternoon, my back muscle was a bit stiff and achy. I don't know whether it's because of the exercise. And today I have some pain below the lateral bone there when I bend my knee, but it's very minimal.
Okay.
I can bend.
So stopping you from, if you're talking about pain scale on the knee, where are we roughly at for, if it's, you said it's very minimal, are we looking 1, 2?
Minimal.
Yeah, okay. It's not stopping you from doing anything?
No, I think with stretching maybe better.
And how about your back? When you say your back was giving you a bit of pain, was that stopping you from doing anything over the weekend?
No, I still do it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, no problem. So hopefully, like I said, with today's exercise, feel those muscles loosen up and those joints loosen up as well. If there's anything that doesn't feel quite right, just give us a little wave and we'll just try and give you an alternative if that's required. Okay. Thanks, Alice. Okay, back to Suzanne.
Yes, I'm good. Thanks, Alan. Really good. Yep. I did an exercise on Friday, so yeah.
No problems. All right, so we should be raring to go today.
Absolutely.
And I might just get you, Suzanne, just to tilt your camera down a little bit if you can, please. And I'll go to Nella for lucky last. Nella, how are you today?
I just had a little bit of sore shoulders for a couple of days, but today I'm fine.
Today you're fine. Perfect.
Yep.
All right. No dramas. If I can get you to also tilt your camera down, Nella, that would be fantastic, just so we can see what's happening, knees downwards, hips downwards. But we're all going to start in our chair, everyone. And we're going to start with our pillow. I think we're all good to go. Alrighty. So we're going to start with our head and neck rotations, everyone, but we're going to grab that pillow. We're going to place that pillow between our legs. So we're making sure that we're sitting nice and tall. So nice tall posture, keeping that core engaged. Sorry, I'm just going to have to change this. All right, my view. Okay, so from here, nice and slow and gentle, we're going to keep that chest nice and tall. We're going to look over to one shoulder. Doesn't matter which shoulder we're looking at, but just thinking and feeling what your neck and your shoulders are feeling like as we do this rotation. Nice deep breath in and nice deep breath out. We're coming back to center. Good. And from here, we're going to go to the opposite side. Nice deep breath in. Again, seeing what it feels like on the opposite side. We breathe out. Another deep breath while we're there. And another deep breath out. Good. Coming back to center. We're going back to the opposite side again. We breathe in. We look over the shoulder. If it feels comfortable, we're going to get that little bit more of a rotation as we breathe in again. And breathe out. We're going to come back to center and back to our opposite side. Nice and slow. Over to the opposite shoulder, and again, if we can take that extra breath, and if it feels comfortable, looking over that shoulder that little bit more. Fantastic. Nice. Good. All right, from back to center. From here, we're going to go chin to chest. So we bring that chin down, still in a nice tall posture, keeping that core engaged. We breathe in, thinking double chin. Feel that nice good stretch on the back of the neck. Then we breathe in again, come back to center. Breathe out, and then we go chin to ceiling. Nice, slow and controlled here. Feeling what it feels like through the front of the neck. Back to center, and back down chin to chest. Again, working a range that feels comfortable. Some of you might feeling like you still have that little bit of a stiff neck. That's fine. Just working through this range, coming back to center and back to ceiling. Beautiful. Might add a couple of different ones here. So I'm going to turn sideways. We're going to do our chicken neck. Still having that gentle squeeze on that pillow. So what we're going to do with the chicken neck is we're going to put that chin out as far as we can. Nice and slow, keeping that posture nice and tall. And then we're going to pull that in. So we're going to think again, double chin, but we're always looking forward. All right, so we're going to try and keep the shoulders where they are. We're pushing all the way out. Trying to extend the neck, again, working in a range that feels comfortable, and then we're pulling it in. Again, still trying to have your nose facing up, so we don't want to be looking down, don't want to be looking up when we do this. We're going to do it one more time. So we're pushing all the way out, and then we're pulling all the way back in again. Fantastic. All right, we're just going to go into our torso rotations now, everyone. So one hand on one shoulder. All right, so let's go right hand on left shoulder, left hand out to the side. Again, totally up to you. You can start with your elbow tucked in. And if you want to, we're going to fully extend. I'm going to fully extend because my elbow does hit that chair on the way back through. So we're going to look at your hand first, posture up nice and tall. We're going to rotate around. We breathe out. We have another look, another deep breath. And if you can get that little bit of an extra rotation while we breathe out. Coming back to center, looking straight again, taking another deep breath, and then first thing we look at our hand, still working on that side, and then we're going to breathe out and we rotate. Again, we take that another nice deep breath, and if you can get that little bit extra rotation, we rotate now as we breathe out. Fantastic. Coming back to center, and we're going to swing, change sides. Opposite hand. Opposite side, nice, slow and controlled here. Looking at that hand, we breathe in. We breathe out as we rotate. Good, another deep breath while we're there. Breathing out, see if you can get that extra bit of a rotation. And we breathe out, we come back to center. Feeling what each side feels like. I feel like I'll get extra rotation on this side. So again, we're going to look at that hand. We breathe in. We breathe out. We rotate. We're going to breathe in again. And see if you can get that extra bit of rotation. Keep that nice tall posture, and then we're going to come back to center. Fantastic. All right, relaxing those shoulders. We're just going to go into those shoulder circles from here. Nice and slow. We want to try and get nice full range of those shoulder blades. So we're thinking down, back, rolling it up to your ears, pushing forward, and repeating that circular motion. Good. We're going to go back in the opposite direction. So forward, up, back, and down. Forward, up, back, and down. One more here. Fantastic. Good. Alrighty. So we're going to remove the pillow for now. Just going to go into our flexion and extension. So we're still staying on our chairs. I'm just turning sideways just to show you all what we're doing. So we're going to start with our arms fully extended, fingers facing up, and thinking of pulling your fingertips back to your face. So that way we're really getting a nice good stretch through the forearm as well. From here, what we're going to do is we're going to tuck in that head nice and slowly. We're going to pull in that belly button. We are reaching forward and we're trying to form that C shape with our spine as we push forward. Nice deep breath in. Nice deep breath out as we try and push forward. Another deep breath in, and now we come back up. Chest is nice and tall. We're forming that T shape, and we're squeezing that spine, those shoulder blades. Good. I'm going to face forward now so we can all see what we're doing with that extension. Good. Nice work. All right, from here, we're going to interlace those fingers if you can. If you can't interlace the fingers, you're going to keep it up in those fingers facing up. Again, we're going to breathe in and breathe out. Pull that belly button in, form that C shape. Gently looking downwards, just in front of your toes. We breathe out. We breathe back in. We bring that chest up, nice and tall, thumbs facing back. Nice good squeeze of those shoulder blades. Good, fantastic. We're going to do this one more time. Now, this one's a little bit more trickier. We're going to basically have those fingers facing down. If we can't do that, we can stay with the palms interlaced and fingers facing forward. No, sorry, other way around. Fingers interlaced and palms facing forward. Otherwise, we're going to push forward here with the fingers facing down. One last one. Really stretch out through those shoulders. Pull that belly button in. Good. Now breathing out and get that chest nice and tall. Last final squeeze. Thinking raising that chest to the ceiling. And we breathe out again. Good. Alrighty. Let's come up off those chairs. We're going to grab our pillow now, everyone. I'm going to place that back between our legs. We're going to go into our side bends. Okay, so place that pillow in between your legs. I'll just shuffle back so you can see me all. All right, so we want to keep those hips nice and stable here. All right, and we are thinking of moving from just above the waistline up, and we're going to bend towards the corner of the room. So we're going to have one hand running down the side of your body. We're going to raise that hand above your head. So if you can go above your head, we're reaching forward. If you can't, we're going to have your hands facing straight out directly in front. But we breathe in, we reach. We breathe out. We're going to rotate, bend to the side, reaching for the corner of the room. Nice pointy fingers. Remembering we're trying to keep the hips as still as we can. We breathe in, try to get that extra more stretch as we breathe out. We're going to come back to center. Good. We're going to do that 2 more times. So we breathe in, we reach. And we breathe out, we stretch. Another breath while we're there. And reaching, bending over. Like we're reaching towards the corner of that room. One more here. We reach up, chest nice and tall. We breathe out. We bend. Thinking of your hips staying still. Another nice bend there as we breathe. Fantastic. Nice work. Relax that arm and we go into the opposite side. So the opposite hand runs down the side of the body. Remembering, if your shoulder mobility allows you to go above your head, we're reaching above your head. Otherwise, we're reaching directly out in front. We breathe in, we get the chest and arms as high as we can. We breathe out, we reach towards the corner of the room where the ceiling meets the wall. Another nice deep breath here. Fantastic. Coming back to center. Good. 2 more times here. Breathe in, we reach. Bicep by your ear. We're going to reach over, looking for the corner of the room with those fingers, trying to keep your arms as straight as we can. Good, back to center here. And last one. Nice, and final reach. Fantastic, nice work, back to center. Alrighty, from here we're going to place that pillow down. We're going to go to our weighted arms before we read our Wednesday paper. So basically, let me just tilt that forward a bit. Okay, what we're going to do here is we're going to have our elbows tucked in. We're going to have our hands nice and flat, so your thumbs will be facing outwards. Pretending that you've got plates on your hands, right? And you don't want to be tilting the plates either way. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to keep the chest nice and tall. We're just going to come in, and then we're going to come out with keeping those elbows tucked in, just working a range that feels comfortable for you. So each shoulder maybe feel different here. We're just going to come in and out. We're doing this 10 times. Nice and slow. We're going to think of keeping the elbows pinned to your side. We're working on a 90-degree angle. Good. You'll feel a nice good stretch along the front of your shoulders, so through the chest. And we're going to feel the muscles on the back of your shoulders working as well. Fantastic. We got 5 more here. Good. Remembering that you've got a plate on your hand, so we're trying to keep that hand nice and flat with your palms facing the ceiling. Good. 3 more here. One side maybe traveling a little bit further than the other. That's totally fine. So working the range that feels comfortable. Last one. Coming in and out. Fantastic. All right, let's grab our dumbbells. So we're slightly going to modify this now. We go to our Wednesday paper. So the hands rotate as we come in, so that thumbs will be facing up. We're still keeping those elbows pinned into the side. Getting a bit of feedback through someone's microphone, Irene, so if you can just make sure everyone's on mute. So elbows tucked in. All right, and then we're going to come out nice and slowly, still trying to end into that same position. So we're going to do this 10 times. We've got a little weight with it in our hands now, as if we're trying to read the paper. So it's a slight change on the angle position of your hands. We're still same principle of having those elbows tucked in, chest nice and tall. Good, nice consistent breathing as well. Fantastic, nice and slow, keeping those elbows tucked in, bring the hands together. 5 more here. Good, 4. Fantastic, lifting that chest to the ceiling. 3, 2. Should really start to be feeling that behind the shoulders and the back of the arms. Last one here. Fantastic. Well done. Placing those dumbbells down. Okay, from here we're going to go to our shoulder complex. So we're going to grab our bands, everyone. We're going to grab our bands. All right, so remembering with our bands, we want to hold a little bit of tension, so we're not pulling it tight and we're not letting it go slack, okay? So what we're going to do here is we are going to come up. So we're going to bend the elbows and bring the band to the top of the chest. All right, from here we are squeezing those shoulder blades. So as if we're pulling those elbows down and pulling that band into the top of the chest. From here, we're going to take a breath in. And as we breathe out, we press above the head. Squeeze the glutes, keep the core engaged. We breathe back in, we pull back down. From here, we're going to push directly out from the chest. Reaching out in front, we pull back in. We breathe in, chest is still nice and tall, and then we're going to relax down to the bottom. Nice work. So we're going to repeat this 3 times. So we bend those elbows, we pull the band into the top of the chest, elbows pulled down. Nice deep breath in, we breathe out as we press. We try straighten those arms, good. We're going to breathe back in, we pull back into the chest. So chest nice and tall, elbows pulled down by your side. We breathe out and we push forward. We breathe in and we pull back into the chest. We squeeze those shoulder blades. Good, then we come back down and relax. Good. 2 more here. We come back up, breathe in, We breathe out as we press. We breathe in as we pull down. We breathe out as we press. We breathe in as we pull. And we breathe out as we relax. Good. Last one. Coming up. Breathe out as we press. Breathe in as we pull. Chest tall, shoulders down, elbows down. Breathe out as we press. We breathe in as we pull in. And breathe out as we relax down. Nice work. All right, straight from there, everyone, we're going to go into our kayak. So holding that position, we're going to go into our kayak. So nice and slow, we're going to keep that torso nice and still. So this is all shoulder mobility, keeping that core engaged, tucking that tummy in, squeezing your glutes, as if we're pulling one hand down by your side and then pulling the other hand down by your side. All right, just imagine you've got a paddle in your hand, and we are paddling that boat, that kayak, I should say. Good. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Well done. Alrighty. So we are going to go into our hip hinge. So everyone should have their stick. So everyone should have their stick. So let's grab your stick. If you don't have your stick, you're going to be using your chair. But basically with the stick, the higher you hold it, okay, the more mobility is going to require through your shoulders. So I like to hold the stick evenly, so which means that I interlace my fingers, okay, because that's going to keep the same mobility and range of motion on each arm. From here, we're going to drive those hips back, and we're going to tuck your head in between your arms. We are bending the knees, pulling the belly in. And then from here, we're going to stand tall. You can slightly pull that stick into your chest and we squeeze your glutes, okay?
Lynette, could you stand sideways, please, Lynette? Yeah, thanks.
Good. So we're pushing forward. We tuck your head in. We're looking just in front of your toes. You should feel most of the weight on your heels and a nice good stretch from your knees to your hips and your hamstrings. From here, we stand tall and we squeeze your glutes. So we're not overextending here. We're just standing tall, we're squeezing the glutes, squeezing your core. We're going to do this 2 more times. So we're pushing back out, tuck the head in, drive the hips back, looking just in front of your toes. And then from there, we're going to stand tall, squeeze the glutes, pull that stick in. Last one here. We breathe in, we breathe out. Pull that belly button in, weight on those heels, driving those hips back, and then we're going to stand tall again. Nice work. Good. All right, new movement here. We're going to go into some hamstring, so hemi scoops or hemi sweeps, I like to call them. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to have 1 foot forward, heel down, toes up. From here, you're like you're trying to scoop up water or dirt from the floor. So basically just everyone watching me first. So we're just going to basically drive those hips back again. We're going to bring the hands down, we're scooping up, and then we're standing tall. All right, so again, it's going to look like this. 1 heel down, legs straight, a little bit of bend in that back leg. So I'll step closer so you can all see what's going on here. All right, so 1 foot straight, the other foot a little bit further back. And we're going to come down, we're going to scoop nice and slowly, and then we're going to stand to the ceiling, stand up nice and tall and raise those arms, okay? So we're just going to do 3 nice and slow with this movement. We'll do 3 on one side and then 3 with the other, okay? So nice and tall, heel down, toe up on one side. We bring those, drive the hip back, we scoop, and we stand nice and tall. So you should feel this stretch through the hamstring. Again, nice and slow, we come down, we drive the hips back. We come down to the floor and we're scooping tall. You may not be able to go down too low. You're just going to work the range that feels comfortable for you. We drive those hips back, nice and slow, and we raise our arms to the ceiling. We're going to switch stance. All right, nice and slow here, everyone. New movement. So we're going to basically have, again, that other foot now nice and straight with the heel down, toe facing up. So we get that nice good stretch through your calves. Nice and slow. We drive the hips back, bring the hands down, and we're going to raise and scoop to the ceiling. Nice and slow. Good. As we stand tall, we're keeping that core engaged, we're squeezing your glutes. So we drive those hips back. Nice and slow. We feel that stretch behind your knee, through the hamstrings, and behind you and on your calves. Last one here. Hips back. Come down to the foot. We're scooping forward and then reaching up. Nice work. Beautiful. Alrighty, we're going to go to our single leg hip mobility. All right, so we're going to have your chair by your side, which is to start to draw those circles with your knee. So the standing leg is the leg that's closest to the chair. If that feels totally fine, and we can go into that bigger circles. Again, you might feel a couple of clicks here. That's totally fine as long as there's no pain. Trying to keep your hips nice and stable. So activating this glute, keep your core engaged. We're going to go back in the opposite direction now. Good. 3, 2, 1. So now the outside leg stands and the inside leg goes into that nice little gentle swing. Swing back and forward. We're not going into hyperextension here, so we're not doing this. Okay, we're keeping ourselves nice and tall. Just a nice gentle swing, cores engaged. 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. All right, come to the other side of the chair, or to the other chair that I prepared earlier. Standing inside leg, outside leg, we start with those nice little circles with those knees. If you can raise that foot off the ground, we can raise that foot. It's totally up to you. Good. Again, feeling what's going on through the hips. A couple of clicks are okay, as long as there's no pain through that. We're trying to stabilize through those hips. Keep the glutes engaged, keep the core engaged. We go back in the opposite direction now. In 3, 2, 1. Standing on that leg, and nice little swing on that inside leg now. Again, nice and tall. Shouldn't be feeling anything pulling through that lower back. So we're just loosening up through that leg. Good. In 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Okay. What have I got next? So we're going through our cardio. All right. So today, everyone, we've got our marching as our number 1 cardio. So then it stays the same. Or we've got marching with a band pull apart. Okay. So the marching with the band pull apart takes a bit of coordination. Okay. So basically we are marching. It's a slower march, but we are really focusing on a consistent pull apart as we pull that band apart. So it's not racing with those legs. If we're not up for that and you just want to stick to the marching, remember, opposite arm, opposite legs, a little bit more fast tempo march, okay? So we've got 60 seconds, your choice. The other one is really focusing on keeping that core engaged. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. So we pull that band apart and we go into that nice high knee lift. We squeeze those shoulder blades, palms facing up. Focus on your breathing. I'm going to do 30 seconds of each one. Totally up to you if you want to stick with that. Whoops, lost my band. Good.
Good job, everyone.
Remember, the band pull apart version is a slow march, just marching.
Sue, could you extend your arms fully? Keep going, but you want to extend that arms fully.
Yeah, we want to pull that band into your chest. Good. 30 seconds down, everyone. I'm going to switch to the marching. Good. Totally up to you what you want to do. You can stay with the same exercise.
Switch to marching, Sue. Yeah.
Good. Almost there, everyone. 30 seconds. 15 seconds, sorry. Almost there. Nice big constant breathing. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest there. Well done. All right, grab yourself a quick drink, everyone.
Okay, doggies.
Okay. Right. Still getting a bit of audio through here, so I just want to see who. Irene, if you would be able to mute Suzanne, please. I think her microphone is still on. Let's get a thumbs up if everyone's all good to go. Nice and warm, ready to go. Beautiful. All looks good. Fantastic. All right, we're going to start with our pull-off press. Straight leg version pull-off press, everyone. So remember, with our pull-off press, we're going to stand on the inside of the band. Okay, we're going to hold that band down in front. We are not leaning forward and we are not bending our knees. So it's a nice straight leg. Our feet want to be at least hip width apart. We're going to be holding that band out in front. Totally up to you if you want to have your hand inside the band and then interlace over the top, or place it through the thumbs for that nice even grip. But just listening to your body and see what feels the best, okay? From here, what we're going to do is we press out, we breathe out. If that is too easy for you, you can add a dumbbell, okay? We can add a dumbbell. So I'm going to do it with the dumbbell, but this is really focusing on that core, and we're going to do 20 reps here, okay? So remember, keep the glutes engaged, keep the core engaged. All righty, chest nice and tall. Let's go for 20 reps. We breathe out. We breathe in. Turn sideways. Nice work. This is 5. And in. 6. And in. 7. And in. 8. And in. Trying to relax the top of the shoulders. And in. That's 9. And 10. Nice work. If you've got most of the pressure on one hand in the band, this is your chance to switch the opposite side. And we go for another 10. That's 12.
Marilyn, if that's too heavy for you, we want your arms come out outstretched, straight out. So you might want to, yeah. Okay, good. Yeah, bring
Nice
that
work.
arm straight out. Good. That's it.
That's 15.
Very good,
We
everyone
got
else.
5 more. 4 more.
Push straight out. Very nice.
3. 2 more. Last one. Fantastic. Nice work. Alrighty, placing that dumbbell and band down, we're going to go to our sit to stands and then our single leg get-ups. So we're going to need our chair and we're going to need our stick. Okay. So everyone taking a seat. So remember, for our sit to stands, we want to make sure that our feet are placed in our squatting position. If we have trouble with our knees, we want to be a little bit wider than normal, but always making sure, whichever angle we are at, that your knees are tracking in line with your toes. All right. So once we're set up, I want everybody just to have a look at their knees and their feet, okay, and making sure that we are tracking nice and in line with the toes. So what we're going to start with is 10 sit to stands. Okay. So we're not going to use the stick for the first one unless you need it. Okay. So we're not going to use a stick unless you need it for this first one. So the sit to stand, if you do need the stick, you're going to hold it directly out in front. Okay. So from here,
Suzanne, could you bring your feet in line with the chair legs? So a little wider on your feet. Yeah, but that's it. Nice.
Perfect. Alrighty. So remember, we still want to engage that core. We're going to squeeze your glutes and squeeze your quads as we stand. In 3, 2, 1, and stand. You can have your hands down by your side or out in front, totally up to you. Core engage. We come back down. Just 10 of these, and then we go to our single leg. Up and squeeze. Good. Thinking glutes, thinking quads. Keep that chest up. We breathe up. We breathe out as we stand. Nice work. So Maz, if you need that stick, use that stick.
Good work, everyone.
There.
Nice.
Good. Nice work. We're pushing evenly through the legs. Nice work. We push and squeeze and exhale as we come down. Up. Good. Exhale as we inhale as we come down. We got 5 more here. Nice work. Nice, slow and controlled. 3 more. Again, taking a look at what your knees are doing, making sure they're coming in line with those toes. Last 2 here. Final 1. Good. And fantastic. And we're coming back down. Alrighty. So now it's when we use our stick and we're going to have a slightly split stance. Okay, so I'm going to tilt this camera down just to show you how our stance is going to be first, so everyone can see. So we're going to have both feet on the flat on the ground. The leg that you're going to be working is going to be a little bit further back. Okay, so we want to have a little bit of a gap between the back of your back and the back of the chair. Still enough support underneath you, okay? Then from here, when we're about to come up, obviously you're using your stick on that leg that you're working on. So if I'm working my right leg, okay, I'm gonna have the stick in my right hand. From here, we're gonna lean forward slightly, and then we're gonna push through that leg that is closest to your body, okay? So the majority of the weight is on the leg that is on the same side of the stick. So if I was working my left leg, I would have my left foot closer. The right foot is starts about halfway between your toes and your heel of your left foot, okay? You'll have that stick there. Again, would lean forward and would drive and squeeze that glute and squeeze that quad, okay? So I'm gonna do this facing forward. We're all gonna start on our right-hand side, okay? We're gonna start on our right-hand side. So that means stick into your right hand and right foot a little bit closer to you, okay? So remember, knee in line with the toes, chest up nice and tall. And as we lean forward, we're gonna push through that leg, straightening that right leg. Good, nice and slow. We're gonna bring those hips back down and we're gonna come back down. We're doing 10 on each leg here, everyone. So position that stick where it feels comfortable for you. Lean forward and push. Good, nice and slow, we come back. Trying to keep that knee in line with your toes. Lean forward and push. Nice work, nice and slow, back down. Use that stick as much or as least as you can, okay? So if you feel like you need to use that stick a bit more, then use it a bit more. Nice work. Drive forward, good. Every now and then I want everyone to take a look down to the ground, make sure their feet are set up properly, so one halfway through the other. Good, knees in line with the toes. Don't forget that little lean forward before we push through the ground. So we lean forward, then we push. Good, we got 3 more here.
Doing much better, everyone, than last time.
Lean
Very
forward
good.
and push. Good. 2 more, hips back, sit down. Lean forward and push. Good, hips back and down. Last one, lean forward and push. Awesome, hips back and down. Fantastic, all right, let's pull that left leg back, right foot forward, switch the stick to the opposite hand. We should be ready to go for this left side straight away. So we'll find that position for the stick. We lean forward and drive. Again, squeezing your quad, squeezing your glutes, keep that core engaged. Good. So use that stick as much or as least as we need to. Just listen to your body. One side may be weaker or stronger than the other. Good. Lean forward.
Nella, push into the outer edge of your foot as you stand up of the left leg.
Yeah, so not into the inside. So we don't want that knee to come in. We want to make sure that we're trying to keep that knee in line with your toes. Good.
Better, much better.
Nice.
Perfect.
Good, everyone. So drive those hips back. Good. That's 5. Fantastic. Have a feel of the pressure underneath your feet. Okay, so it feels like if it's more on the inside, try and make it nice and even across the base of your foot. Okay. If we're still feeling like your knee's coming in, like Kim said, we're going to have a bit more pressure through the outside of the foot. Well done. We have 3 more here. Lean forward and push. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the quad. Hips back. 2 more. Like I said, as always looking, give a bit of a check to make sure that your knees in line with your feet. And last one. Beautiful, and nice and slow, come back down. Looks good from where I was standing, everyone. Well done. We've still got a little bit of work to do on those. That's fine. As practice makes good. Oh, sorry, practice makes perfect practice. Isn't that what the saying is, Kim? Alrighty. So from here, we're going to go to our upper body. We're going to grab our band. Okay. We're going to place that band behind your back. So it's around about the bra strap. I think it's fine for me to say that because Gordon's not in today. So we're going to hold that band either along the front of the palms there, over the fingers, or holding it in a grip like so, whichever feels more comfortable for you. Okay, actually, sorry everyone, there's a crossover here, a little bit different. So if it comes from the left-hand side, you're going to grab that with your right. When it comes from your right-hand side, you're going to grab it with your left, okay? And then you choose your grip that you have. All right. We're also going to go into a split stance. So very similar to what we just did with those sit to stands, okay? From here, we're going to keep that chest up nice and tall. We breathe in, we keep the core engaged, just a small little split stance. And then from here, we are pushing straight out in front. And then we're going to come back in.
Suzanne,
okay?
we want those bands further up, Suzanne.
Yeah, so around about the bra strap or
Right
just underneath
towards your
those shoulder
armpits.
blades.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Thanks.
All right, so making sure we have that split stance. So we're going to go 10 on one side, 10 on the other side, split stance. In 3, chest up nice and tall, 2, and 1. We push straight out, we breathe out, we breathe back in as we bring those elbows back in. Good. And breathe in. Trying to keep everything nice and still. Five more here.
Yep, good work, everyone. Straight out. Keep your hands straight out. Yeah.
3 more. Even pressure underneath both feet. Last one. Fantastic. All right, we're going to change that split stance. So if your left foot was forward, we're now going to go into that right foot forward. Again, relaxing the top of the shoulders, keep that chest nice and tall. In 3, 2, or 1. Well, let's go. We breathe out. We push. Nice work. Try to keep everything nice and still. 5 more here. Again, thinking about the weight underneath each feet. 3 more. 2 more. And relax there. Cool, that band was nice and tight. I don't know about you. I've got a nice thick band there, so that was a nice good workout. Alrighty, from here we're going to go to our standing calf raises, everyone. So I'm going to be setting up facing away from you, and we're going to go to that figure 8 calf raise where we are shifting our body weight ever so gently to one side, okay? All right, so we start centered. So basically, nice and close to the chair. We don't want to be too far, and we definitely don't want to be too close. All right, we want to have one finger on each hand or 2 hands holding the back of the chair. And when we come up, we want to be thinking, pushing straight up and straight down, okay? All right, we're pushing through those big toes. So the way it's going to look like is like this. So we are pushing straight up. I'm going to call it left. We shift slightly to the left. We come down and back to center. From there, we're going to push straight back up again through the middle. We shift to the right and then back to center. So remember, we are not over shifting. So that shoulder wants to be directly in line with it. It feels like the weight is directly in line with that foot, okay? So it's not an over shift. Make sure it's an ever so gentle shift to one side. All righty, everyone. So we're going to push up directly through the middle. In 3, 2, 1, we come up. Gentle shift to the left. We come down on the left. And we come back to center. We come back up through the center. We shift to the right ever so gently. We come down on the right and we come back to center. Keep that core engaged. We push up through the middle. We go to the left. We come down on the left and we come back to center. We push up through the middle. Gentle shift to the right. We come down to the right and back to center.
If you're having to look sideways, just shift your chair and look straight into the
so
mirror.
everyone should be positioning directly facing the camera from here.
Makes it easy for you so you're not turning every time.
Push through the
Alice,
middle.
put the chair in front of you, Alice.
Left to the left. Come down on the left.
Yeah, good.
We come back to center. We push up through the middle. We shift ever so gently to the right. We come back down on the right, and we come back down to center. 2 more here. So push up through the middle. Ever so gently shift to the left. We come back down on the left, and we come back through to center. Keeping those glutes and the core engaged. We push through the middle, through those big toes. We ever so gently shift to the right. We come back down on the right. We come back to center. Last one here. We push up through the middle. We shift slightly to the left. We come down on the left, back to center, push up through the middle. We shift ever so gently to the right. We come down to the right and back to center. Nice work. Good. All right, give those ankles a bit of a loosen up, shaking out those toes and loosen up those calves. We're going to go into a new exercise here, everyone. So I think everyone has looped bands. I'll show the looped band version first. So we're going to get this band and we want to make a bit of quite a small circle. So we'll need most people to be looping it at least twice. Okay. So you want to end up having, like you got little handcuffs on. Okay. So we want to basically have the loop going around your wrist. So we're going to loop it up at least twice. Some people may need to do it 3 times. Okay. So if you got your little red ones, we're going to be doing the same thing. Okay. So you still have your loops. Okay. So if you've got a TheraBand, all right, if you've got a TheraBand, you're going to do the same thing. Basically, going to loop it up so that you've got yourself a little circle here. And then when you hold it, it should just hold. You don't even need to tie a knot, okay? So what we're going to do here, everyone, we're going to basically have your thumbs facing up, your palms basically facing together, okay? We're going to stand nice and tall, so thinking chest nice and tall. And all we're going to do from here is we're going to raise those arms up into a position where it feels comfortable. If you can go directly straight up with your biceps by your ears, that's fine. But what we don't want is this, okay? We definitely don't want any overextending. If you feel like the movement through the shoulders has gone to its full limit, that's all we want to do. In fact, you'll probably want to stop a little bit sooner, okay? So I'm going to be using this band. So make sure we've got our band positioned right, guys. I'll just get you to check, make sure everyone's bands are good before we start. Palms are facing together, thumbs are facing up, so it's going to look like that. Chest is nice and tall. Remember, our stance is just nice and even. And then from here, we're going to raise up gently while we're trying to think about pulling your shoulder blades down and chest up. From here, we're going to come back down. This is all we're doing. So we're gently pulling on that band apart. So we're keeping the tension on that band. We're coming up into a front raise or shoulder flexion. We're going to come back down. So again, we don't want to go into that hyperextension of the back. So we don't want to be overextending. If it means that you can only come to here before that happens, then that's fine. Just work to there. We come back down. Again, think tall chest, core engaged. We're coming up, working a range that feels comfortable for you. And then we come back down. Nice work. Keeping this going, everyone. We're breathing out as we come up. We breathe in as we come back down. Good. You might get 2 breaths in this one because there's a nice slow movement. Good. So you'll start to feel this through the outside of your arms and also through the upper back, behind the shoulders. Got 2 more here. Raising up. Really thinking of what's going on through your lower back, making sure that we're not trying to help that movement. We're just working in a range that feels comfortable. Arms are nice and straight. Last one here. And back down. Nice work. So also be feeling that through here, through your lats a little bit. If we're getting that nice, good pull apart through that band.
Good work, everyone.
Well done. Alrighty, last one. We're going to go to our RDLs. Okay, so we've been doing a lot of our good mornings lately with our band. So we've got a choice. Actually, we're going to get everyone to start with the stick. We're going to get everyone to start with the stick. We're going to do 20 reps. Now we're going to do 10 with our stick and 10 with our dumbbells. Okay, so remember, our RDL is just a hip hinge with either a stick or a bar or a weight. Okay, so everyone watching me first. So if you want to, you can have that chair set up behind you as your guide. But it's no difference with this movement. We keep the chest up, we gently squeeze those shoulder blades, and this stick or the bar is going to be running along the front of your legs, never leaving your legs. So we're pushing those hips back. So we're trying not to round like this. So we don't want to round, so we pull those shoulder blades back. Once we get to our knees, we're just going to stand up and we're going to squeeze our glutes. A quick little hack for everyone is to actually think about bending the bar gently. So you're going to get your Superwoman on or Wonder Woman, you're thinking about bending that bar. What that's going to try and do is going to help activate those lats, okay? So positioning yourself in front of your chair, if you've got that there for you, and we're going to go into our RDL or hip hinges while letting that bar travel along the front of your legs. In 3, 2, 1. Nice and slow, we drive those hips back. Nice gentle pressure on that bar. We're going to stand up and we're going to squeeze the glutes. If that chair wasn't close enough, we're going to stand a little bit further back. If it was too close, we'll stand that a little bit further forward. Nice. Weight on those heels. We stand up and squeeze. Always try keep the stick touching in contact with your legs. So you're pulling it, keeping it always touching the legs. Then once we got to your knees, we're going to stand up and squeeze. Try keep that focus of your head as well. Nice and neutral spine. So we're not looking at the screen. Just trust the movement and we come back up. We got 5
Maz,
more
you're
here.
going a little bit too far. Just stop at your mid shins.
And
Yeah.
Helen, it's a hip hinge backwards because you're doing more of a squat. So try to push your butt backwards and bend your knees slightly. Yes, you do it slightly. Yes, push that butt back. Yeah, there we go.
And focus on sticking your bum out, Maz.
Yeah.
That's
Searching for that chair, everyone. So it's like we do the chair stretch at the start, yeah? So we're pushing those hips back or the stick stretch.
Janice, could you turn sideways, Janice, please? Turn sideways. Yeah, so we can just, and step forward a little bit. Step forward. Yeah, perfect. Yeah.
Weight on the heels here, everyone.
Yeah,
We've got
very good,
one more
Janice.
after this.
That's it.
Stand nice and tall. Last one, pushing the hips back. Gentle bend on that bar. And stand nice and tall. Okay.
Yeah, much better.
What I'm going to do, everyone, is Egwin and Kim, I'll let you guys choose who should be switching to dumbbells and who should go to the bar. Or if you think that everyone should be fine to go into dumbbells, we've got 10 more reps.
I think everyone can try the dumbbells as long as they focus on keeping their arms straight and shifting and really focusing on their bums going back.
Yeah, everyone grab those dumbbells. So now we're going to do the same movement with the dumbbells running along the front of the legs. Okay, so watching me first again. So again, those hips go back. We're pushing the hips back. We're running those dumbbells just past your knees until we feel that nice good stretch. Okay, and a nice tummy tucked. And then from here, we're going to stand tall and squeeze the glutes. Okay. All right, so 10 reps here in 3, 2, 1. Hips back, nice and gentle. We feel that stretch. Keep the core engaged. Just past the knees, then we stand up and squeeze. Reposition if you need to from that chair. Good, we push back, weight on the heels. Nice good stretch through the hamstrings and stand nice and tall.
Lynette, I want you to stop just above your knees and focus on your bum going back more. Shifting your weight into your heels.
Good. Nice and slow, working at your own time here, everyone. Nice and slow. And then stand up and squeeze. Good. Even the upwards motion can go slow if it feels more comfortable for you.
Yeah, that's good. That's great, Lynette. Drop your chin.
And stand. Good. I'm just going to pop my in. Good. Keep this going. We got 5 more here.
Get up.
Good. It's like your focus is looking directly out in front, and then you're looking down towards your toes as you come down. Good. We got 3 more. Nice and slow, weight on those heels. 2 more. Good. Last one. Hips back. Squeeze the shoulder blades. and stand. Everyone's going to keep those dumbbells in your hand. We're going to do some marching with our dumbbells. Okay, we're going to finish off here 60 seconds of our cardio. All right, everyone, straight into it. Let's go. Nice gentle swing with those dumbbells in your arms. If it's not good for the elbows or not feeling great for the shoulders, you can pop those dumbbells down. All right, we've got 60 seconds. This is our home straight. Good, 45 seconds to go here. Like I said, if those dumbbells don't feel great in your hands for the marching, you can pop those down. Go into your normal marching, 30 seconds left. Focus on your breathing. Good. In 15. We're almost there. Nice deep breaths. Remember, opposite arm swings. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome stuff. Place those weights down. Grab yourself a quick drink.
Good work, everyone.
And position your chair. I'm going to go through some stretches. We'll get Egwin to go around the room. Just do a bit of a check-in. So making sure everyone's following me, but also listening for Egwin to do his check-in.
And if you can unmute, please. Everybody step up and unmute.
Unmute yourselves, everyone. Yes, please. Yep.
All right, I'm just going to go clockwise from my screen. So, Helen, how are you, Helen?
There's 2 Helens, Egwood. Helen Schmidt.
Oh, yeah, I'm good. It was good. Went quick. Went quick today. So, yeah,
it did.
Very good.
All right, no aches, pains, soreness, nothing?
No.
Right,
maybe tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow. Yeah, sure. All right, good.
Anything that you found challenging?
Yeah, liked or challenging?
That one leg where you got to put more pressure on the one leg to stand up.
Challenging, huh?
Yeah. Well, I think till I get my glutes right.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah, it's good.
Thank you.
It's challenging. Anything you liked in particular, Helen?
No, I like it all. I like the rowing. I like the cardio. It's all good. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Helen. So the other Helen, outdoors.
It's all good. I've just a bit of trouble with my elbow and this side when I'm doing the band stuff. That's all. But my favourite, I think, is standing on your tiptoes and coming down, and I like the pole.
Right.
Yeah.
Very good. Yeah. All right. Thanks, Helen. Appreciate that. Maz, how are you, Maz?
Yeah, good. Can you hear me?
Yes, totally. You're fine.
The right knee was very challenging today with all the chair, but I like it. I like doing it because it's good, but I found it very challenging. But I like all the exercises. They're all good.
All right. Very good, Helen. Thank you. Thank you. Laura.
Yeah, my lower back is a little bit sore. Okay, I do like all the new exercises we had today, and I love them all. Thank you.
All right, very good. Feeling good, right? Overall, except for your lower back. Yeah. All right. All right, Laura.
Yeah,
Sue, how you doing, Sue?
Yeah, good. Thanks, Edwin. All's well, and I enjoyed today. Thank you.
Okay, very good. Anything challenging for you?
No, not really. All's good.
All right. Thanks, Sue. Lynette, how are you, Lynette?
Yeah, really good. Thank you. Loved it all.
All right. Anything challenging in particular?
No. Just enjoyed it. Very clear instructions. It's terrific.
All right. Good. I'd like to hear that. Thank you, Lynette. Glenda.
Yes, that was great. Thank you. I loved it all. And it's nice to do some different exercises too.
Yeah, it's good to have something different there. All right. Anything you liked in particular?
All
right. Thank you, Glenda. Marie, how are you doing?
Standing up now, everyone. Yep. Back down.
How you feeling, Marie?
Me?
Yeah. How you feeling?
Yeah. I like the new exercise with the band.
Yeah. Good. And you feeling good overall?
Yes,
how you feeling?
The neck is all right now.
Okay, good. Yeah. I mean, movements help. So very good.
Yes.
Okay. Thanks, Marie. Very good. Janice.
Sorry, just to jump in here, Egwin. So if you can't do this quad stretch, everyone, so Marilyn, Maz, maybe you won't be able to do this one. we're just going to basically have your toe facing down, stretching out the front of the shin there. All right, but everyone else, we're just going to that quad stretch.
All right. Janice.
Egwin. Everything was wonderful. Loved it all. Loved the stretches and the weights and the band. I like it all.
Good. And you feeling good overall?
I am, thank you.
All right, very good. Good news. Suzanne.
Yes, I'm good, thank you. And I enjoy it all as well. I like the variety. Keeps it interesting. So it's great. Yeah.
Right.
Very good.
Good to hear. Thank you.
Thank
Nella.
Yeah, all good. A bit of challenge with the one with the stick that I had to use one leg. I was a bit unbalanced on my left, but other than that, all great.
Yeah, all right, very good. Yeah, the tips that Kim provided, so just good.
Yeah, it helped me when she told me.
Yeah, very good. Thanks. All right, Marilyn, how are you doing?
Good, thank you. I like the variety and I like coming to the classes.
All right, how are you feeling overall, Marilyn?
Good, thank you.
Yeah, all right.
Just earlier, my phone's been playing up, so I'm on the iPad.
Yeah. So we didn't ask you, how did you come up from last week's classes?
Well, I missed Friday's class because my phone was dead.
All right. Okay, good. Thanks, Marilyn. But not least, although last, Alice. How are you feeling, Alice?
Yeah, good. Everything is good. And I enjoyed it, except with the new band. I'm not sure whether to fold it twice or to do it more. So if one is wider to go up, and the fold one is narrower.
That's all right. Alice, can I have a look at the band?
Come closer. Bring it closer to the camera. Looks like
the normal one.
No, it looks a bit thicker. So that looks a bit thicker than the last previous red one that you had. Is that correct?
Yeah, the same one.
Exactly the same or a bit thicker?
The same one I got from you.
Yeah, but that one does look a bit thicker. So if that's the next size up, it's quite a difference. Yeah, so when you're
Alan, she's saying it's the same one that she got from you.
She said that she got a new one. Alice, is it a new band?
Same as I got it from you. Same one.
Oh, so it's not a new band?
No.
Okay. So what was your question, sorry?
So do I do it that or?
One more loop. One more loop.
So like this and up.
Yeah, so on the outside of your wrists, okay, so with the thin red one, it's usually 3 loops. So 1, so you got 2, yeah, and then another one. So
2.
So you're looping it twice, but then when you're holding it, it's 3. So it's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's how we're holding it. Alrighty. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Is that everyone?
Can I also add, Marilyn Gunn, you're probably best off staying on your iPad because you will see more than what you can on your phone. So if you can get on with your iPad more often, that would probably be better for you.
Yeah, it just wasn't working before.
Yeah, that's all right. No worries.
All righty. Well, good, everyone. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Enjoy your day today, and we'll see you all again on Friday, hopefully.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. If you'd leave the meeting, that'd be fantastic.
Bye.